Hello.
We're back.
Did you miss us?
We missed you.
Can you believe this is the 5th episode?
That's crazy. This is the
Fifth.
second last one.
How insane is that?
No, that is actually insane.
I know. This is the part 1 of our encore because we couldn't our idea was just too good. We couldn't fit it into one episode. So
Yeah.
we had to
We had to split it up. But Natasha, I really like your shirt.
Thank you. Wow. Actually, I really like yours too.
Really?
Whoa.
That's so weird. They have something in common. Isn't that crazy?
I don't like. That's so strange. That's so strange.
It's
that,
so strange that we actually decided to match today.
Whoa.
Like we're kind of like the hair. We're kind of like I waved my hair.
Wait, yeah. My hair is just. It's like the curls are just falling out because it's been a long day since wash day.
But like the long sleeves,
yeah,
the shirt,
it's almost like we planned this out.
It's almost like we planned this out.
Almost. Isn't that crazy?
This kind of gives a hint into what episode we're going to
What could it possibly mean?
Guys. This is probably my favorite. This and the next episode is probably going to be my favorite.
We cooked
really
too hard. Like, we cooked too hard.
So we're going to be talking about bands. All about bands.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
But more specifically, the comeback of bands. Because lately, there's been
a resurgence.
A resurgence, that's the word.
Yes.
About bands and stuff.
About bands.
Right?
About legendary bands, too. Not just any bands, but a lot of bands, early 80s, 90s, 70s. They're all coming back and touring.
All coming back. Thank God.
But the prices not
the prices are not
cool.
it, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about a few bands that have kind of had a comeback recently, and then also at the end we're gonna be recommending, each of us are gonna be recommending one band that's kind of like up and coming right now that we think that you guys should check out, and they're pretty new. So if you want to get on the train right now, I suggest you do before they blow up.
Yes, and the fun part is that we haven't listened to each other's bands.
Yeah, so we're also recommending it to each other.
Yeah, we're recommending it to each other. So that's gonna be really fun.
I'm so excited.
Yay!
Oh my God. Should we get into the first band?
Yes. What is our first band?
Guys, I'm so excited. Okay, the first band we're gonna talk about is Oasis. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so Oasis announced their comeback. They are touring again. They're back together, first of all, because they broke up. Because brothers don't get along.
Yeah. I feel like all the bands that we're talking about broke up, right? I think.
Yeah. No.
No?
The last one?
Oh, okay. Well.
Most of them. But this one was a little special because it's family matters.
Yeah.
You know? And this band is interesting to me because they have this sort of online persona, you know. They very much are, I don't know. Liam Gallagher is just too funny. Have you seen his Twitter lately?
I'm like, what is going on with celebrities on Twitter lately?
I know, but I love it. I eat
funny.
it up. I love it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Like,
Oasis,
they're so messy, but every time they're messy, it's like, give me more. Like, it's just so entertaining.
No, literally. But yeah, no, I love it. And it's just, I'm so excited. Okay, so originally I had a feeling that they were announcing a tour before they actually announced it because I'm like chronically online. Period. So I heard about like rumors and stuff, and I would be like posting it on my close friends being like, guys, like trust me when I tell you I will drop too much money for this. And then they announced it, and they announced it just for UK and Europe. And I was like, let me fly to London.
Let me go to London.
I am so serious. I was like in the queue. I got like the code.
You were in the queue?
Yeah, girl.
London?
Yeah, girl. I had the so I signed up and everything because I have family in London, so I was like, let me just stay there.
Oh, okay, true that.
And like, I remember my mom was on the phone with like my aunt, and my cousin was over there too, and they were like, who's or my aunt or someone was like, who's Oasis or whatever. My cousin was like, you don't know Oasis?
Who's Oasis?
I don't know what, but everyone was talking about it, and like my other aunt was like, why don't we just all get tickets?
Wait,
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
So then
So
then I was in the queue, and then I was there about to get tickets, and then I was like, I can't justify the flight tickets.
True.
Because I was like, I had to fly to London I don't know. It was also, I don't remember, I think it was during the summer, but like, I don't remember what my plans were originally. And I was like, let me just like, it's fine. But also it was like Wembley Stadium. Like imagine seeing Oasis at Wembley Stadium. Like that is the dream. No, my dream is Glastonbury, but like, but like that's also a dream, like to see them at Wembley. So then I like waited, and then there were, they posted like cryptic, like stuff on like, their Instagram or whatever of like billboards of like their comeback at like different cities. And one of the cities I recognized was Young and Dundas. And I was like, It's time.
It's time. It's time.
Things are happening.
It's happening.
So then I was like, okay, let me get tickets for Toronto, of course. So then before they announced it, the dates or whatever, and then I was like, me and like 3 of my coworkers, we all like signed up individually, like signed up multiple email addresses, like our parents' emails, our friends' emails, like whatever, and then we got like a bunch of codes or whatever, and I was like, this is gonna be the Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
And then my coworker was like, and cannons will go off, but not for us, not for us. We will get those tickets. So then it was time for to get tickets, and it was so funny because I had actually had like a therapy session like right after. So but I had to get this was priority. I had to get tickets first.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So then I got tickets. We set up like multiple devices, like my computer, iPad, like whatever.
All on the table. It's everyone's.
And it was such a rush. And the thing is, it's at Rogers Stadium, which hasn't even been.
Been built yet, which scares me.
We don't talk about it. But then the way it works is like there's no technical like nosebleed like section. It's all one big section, and because it's stadium, right? So the first half of that section, they were all $500 tickets, and then the second half was $360. So we paid $360 each. And I do it again, and I do it again.
$360.
No, but think about but we got like our section, like where we're sitting, is like the first row once it hits 360 and beyond. So in my mind, I'm row 1.
Okay, but still, you're like...
You see my vision?
Okay, I know what you're saying, but you're still so far. Like, you're still
Don't
so
say that. No, we're
far.
actually... Like, the section itself is, like, kind of close to the stage.
Are you sure? No, but what scares me about that stadium is that because it hasn't been built, like, you really don't know what you're seeing. Like, you really,
I don't
truly
care.
don't
As long
know
as
what
I'm
you're
there.
seeing. And
Listen.
the floor is so big that it's, like, it's
Okay, I
even
was thinking
farther
originally
back.
about floor, and then we were like, actually, I'm 5'2". I don't think I could survive pit, like, at that stadium.
And that's a huge pit, too.
No, it's huge.
Like,
Exactly. So I was like,
but
I
that's
don't
what I'm
think
saying.
I'll
It's so
survive.
long. It's like, so then the actual, like, the upper bowl is going to be even farther away than, like, Rogers Center. So it's going to be even, like, the view is going to be
I don't
even
care.
worse.
As long as I'm there, that's all that matters to
Nearly
me.
$400.
Just to be in the room.
Okay,
Listen,
true.
You know what's crazy is that I paid, like, I used my credit card for me and my coworkers. So I just saw negative 1,440 in my account. Like, when I tell you, my heart dropped.
No,
like,
I would start crying.
Like, obviously they're gonna pay me back, but I was just like, damn, just to see that number in my email, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But
I remember you posted on your story. I was like, girl.
And I do it again.
There's no way.
And I do it again. Oh my god, it was the best.
360? Okay. Love Oasis, but I don't know if I would 360 for nosebleed.
Love Oasis
for
down.
nosebleed.
And listen. It's not nosebleed.
It
Okay,
is nosebleed.
It's technically row 1. So
it's row 1 of nosebleed.
But also, we strategically got night 1. I've never really gotten night 1.
Yeah, I always go
gone,
for night 2.
I always go for night 2 because you're only as good as your last performance, as Abby Lee Miller once said. But we strategically picked night 1 just in case, because in case they like cancel or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Listen, I don't believe in this tour until they like actually start. Like they have to do rehearsals together. They have to do so many different things. What if they one fight? That's it. Canceled. Done.
Already broken
So I
up
was like,
again.
let me do night 1 just in case something happens during night 1 and they can't do night 2. But anyways, we're going to play an Oasis song. So exciting.
So exciting. Some Might Say by Oasis.
Yeah. Love that song.
Love that song so much.
Love Oasis. I'm so excited to see like what the like set list is gonna be like. What's our next song?
Our next band.
Sorry.
So they're not officially making a comeback, like officially, but they kind of are. Like yes, but no. Like not.
Okay, so it's Radiohead.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know, there were recent rumors that Radiohead was going to come back from touring after I think it was like 7 years. They haven't toured yet.
Something like that.
Yeah, and listen, I know that there's rumors every year, but
No,
something about
literally.
the air in this for this year, it just feels different, you know. But this is after I have the article pulled up actually. This was after a source close to the band is claiming that Radiohead have placed holds in selected European cities for a proposed of shows in autumn. The report comes following weeks of speculation around a possible tour after tickets for a radio concert of your choice were donated by the band's management for a charity auction to aid those affected by the recent LA fires.
So it's like for real this time.
So it's
like,
real, essentially.
It's real. Because I swear every year, like in 2022 and 2023, I saw so many like rumors of it on like Reddit and stuff. I don't know why I was believing Reddit, but I was like, oh my god, guys, Radiohead is coming back. They're coming back. They're going back together.
When Radiohead comes back, trust we will be Barricade.
Trust
we will be there. So if you're going, we will see you there.
We will see you there. We'll vlog it.
We'll vlog it. Stop. No, but that'd actually be so crazy if like Radiohead came back. Like
They have to. After their tour manager or whoever it was said that, like, so if it's not that, something's happening.
Yeah, it even sparks like some sort of like a possibility.
Yeah.
So I feel like that in itself is like
even if it's not
sign.
a tour, something is going on.
Yeah, the tour like right now, like what it's rumored is European, which usually bands start with like UK and Europe, and then they'll come to North America. But like still, I mean that's what Oasis did, and hey,
Yeah.
now they're here.
Or girls trip. Girls trip to the UK.
Stop. Yes. Oh my god.
That'd be fun.
That'd be so exciting.
Yeah.
But what Radiohead song did we pick?
Oh, I was like,
This was a journey.
This was a journey.
Just in general, like trying to choose.
Speaking of
these
Journey, Journey's also a band that made a comeback.
But speaking of just like choosing songs like for this episode for all the bands that we were going to talk about,
girl.
let me tell you, we were
It was
back
a
and
whirlwind.
forth. We were too indecisive of which songs.
We were even making the graphic for this. We were too indecisive. Like
Graphic, and
we're
then-
not people to make a decision.
No,
That's
but
not
then
who we
also
are.
like deciding on like the bands like that we were going to talk about at the end, like the up and coming
Oh,
ones. It was just
yeah.
back and because we didn't want to. The person has to like not know of the
Yeah.
band because we're recommending it to each other. So it was just back and forth of like, do you know this band? Yes.
Yeah, the
Do you know
problem
this
is
band?
we know too many bands that are like
That's
the same
problem.
thing.
Like we're just too like
we're too in tune.
we just know too many bands.
We're
just
too many,
so-
and we're
no,
too
kidding.
locked in that we know the same bands.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what the
Hence
problem
why
is.
we do a show together
Exactly.
about music.
Exactly.
Yes.
It makes the most sense. But yeah, I literally like not that long ago, like an hour before the show, I was still deciding which Radiohead song.
I know, literally like 2 minutes
play.
before the show, like we were gonna come into the studio, we were literally like downloading the songs.
Yeah, we were. Oh yeah, because we wanted to change another song.
No, because
and
Natasha
we're
texted
like-
me. She gave me like 3 Radiohead songs, and she was
maybe
like,
4.
pick or 4, and she was like, pick. And I was
And
like,
then she
this one.
immediately picked, and I was like, okay, that's the one I low-key wanted to
Yeah,
pick
because
too,
that was
but
the
I
one we
wanted to
already
make sure.
decided, and I was like, I can't bother with like using my brain again. So I was like, let me just go with the first
That's
one.
what I
we
thought you
decided.
were. I was like, she's just gonna pick the first one, isn't she? But I
Yeah.
was like, just in case, like this is.
But
a
I love it
sign.
when bands like have like their like I don't know like announcement like that. It just like it's so special and it just makes things so exciting. And
I
it's
know,
just,
and
like,
it makes me so like.
because also just like I don't know, I just like with like bands like that. I just like it's. I don't know, it's rare when you don't know the next time they're gonna like tour again,
Right.
so you kind of just want to like go.
It's
Same
so
with
like
Oasis, like-
adrenaline.
Yeah,
Because it's like, yeah, you literally don't know if they're gonna tour again, so it's like you have to go to this one.
you have to.
Because if you miss it, then like when else are they gonna come back?
Yeah, no, literally.
So that's like the thing with comeback bands. But yeah, this band, I love Radiohead down.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, quarantine, Radiohead was on repeat.
That's so sad.
I know. Okay, no, don't be sorry. It's not a sad thing. It's a sad thing, but it's not a. Like, just allow me, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. It
Anyways,
was
the
a lot.
song that we're gonna
I think
play.
everyone was like that too.
Yeah, I mean, quarantine was a time, and Radiohead just got me.
They were just there.
They were there for me. they were me. But yeah, the song that we're choosing is "Anyone Can Play Guitar" from Pablo Honey, which is the Creep album. If you don't know Radiohead,
yeah.
which you should. But anyways,
Yeah.
Here's Anyone Can Play Guitar.
Destiny, protect me from the world. Destiny, hold my hand, protect me from the world. Here we are, without running and confusion, and it don't seem no confusion anywhere.
Anyone Can Play Guitar by Radiohead. I love that song.
So good.
I think it matches the show so well too. So, period.
Our show?
Yeah, it matches like the vibe of our show, like the sonically.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant just like the title, like Anyone Can Play
Oh
Guitar.
no. Well, I mean, we can play
yes.
guitar. Yes, that is true. But in both
Yes.
ways, it matches. But yeah, our next band, Love Them Down. Love Them Down.
If you have tickets to this band, like
sleep with one eye open because I will.
I hope your pillow is, what's the worst one? Like cold?
Hot?
Hot.
Yeah,
Cold is nice.
Cold is.
I hope your pillow is hot.
Yeah, on both sides.
On both sides.
I hope you
I
don't
hope
have
your
a blanket
charger
when you
cord is too short. But yeah, we're talking about My Chemical Romance,
Yes!
MCR. Yes, if you don't know, they are
Yes.
coming to Toronto in August for like a one night only. They're playing
Stadium, Rogers Stadium.
Rogers
Rogers
Center, and they're playing the Black Parade album.
Yes,
from
and
start
Pixies
to
is
finish.
opening for them in
Pixies is
Toronto.
opening for them.
Like, what?
And it's so cool. They have different openers for each like city.
yeah, that's
like
really
Wallows is
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, no, literally, I saw
Was it New
Wallows
York?
like it's LA.
Oh, LA. Okay.
Yeah, I saw Wallows like on the poster. And I was like, whoa. Like I love Wallows, but I was just like very confused because they didn't seem like the vibe with My Chemical Romance. But anyways, love them, love that for them. But yeah, speaking of manifestation, I manifested this. When I tell you, I actually did manifest this.
MCR
I literally,
coming back.
I did. I truly did, because at the shout out to my friend Erica, we went to the Destroy Boys
Yes.
concert together, and
We
instead
didn't
of
explain
like,
what our shirts were.
oh wait, yeah, mine is Destroy Boys.
Mine's what? I can't even see mine. Let me stand up.
Let me. Wonder Horse.
Mine's Wonder Horse.
Yup,
my
yup.
king. Wait,
My Queens.
no. My king, Jacob Slater. Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
lock
anyways,
them
continue.
down. But yeah, when we were like getting ready for this concert, we kept playing like Pierre Seville and like My Chemical Romance and stuff like that. And we kept saying, "Oh my God, they need to come back on tour. Like they need to like come and like do something. And like My Chemical Romance needs to regroup so we can go see them. Like just even if it's for us personally, like it needs to happen." And then I kept thinking about it every single day since then. And I literally like I would text my friends every single day, guys. They're gonna come back. They have to come back, right? Like they're gonna do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do it for me personally. And then one day I'm on FaceTime with Erica and I'm scrolling on Instagram and all of a sudden I see in Wallows, I see their post about LA and I'm like,
What is this?
I was like, this looks really familiar. What is this? And then I look closer, it's My Chemical Romance. And I'm like, wait, what, are they doing
That's
a cover?
so
Like, what's
crazy.
going on? Like, I did not believe it. And then they said they're going on tour. There's a Black Beret tour. And I was like,
It's
okay,
just, like,
so
it's
Toronto
not even
when?
like a regular tour. They're literally playing the album like from start to finish. Like that is insane. to
That's
me.
actually crazy.
And like, okay, we were all in class when tickets were going on sale too, and like our friend got tickets. Shout out Jess. She paid a penny for them.
A good amount.
A good amount. But listen, we didn't get tickets because we didn't have the money at the time. But trust, we will be at box office.
If I had the money, I would have paid.
no, just
If
real.
I would have.
Trust, we're going to box
We're
office.
going and we
getting
will.
those tickets.
We will be there. We just have to be in the room. I just need to be there. Because, like, again, if this, like, when are they going to go on a Black Parade tour again? Never.
It's just like it's one of those like special like it's like it's not even like a greatest hits like it's like
It's
a
literally the
concept.
entire album.
Yeah.
Their whole concept album. Like, that is insane.
It's an insane thing to be. Yeah,
I know. But it was also kind of funny because everyone thought they were going to release new music. They were like, oh, no, they're releasing new music. It's not like nostalgia bait. But it was nostalgia bait. That's
wasn't-
exactly what they're doing.
And listen,
And
I
I'm
fell
eating it
for
up.
Yeah.
I'm eating it up. I'm not complaining.
And what about it?
But it's funny that they're like, no, it's not for nostalgia. Then what is it for? Like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is for nostalgia. Be serious.
Should we play it?
Should we play it?
What song did we pick?
We picked. Actually, we were back and forth on this one.
We're back and forth for all the songs.
We were back and forth for literally everything. But okay. It's from the Black Parade album, and we chose
The Sharpest Lives.
The Sharpest Lives. Let's play it.
Yeah.
Well, it rains and it pours when you're out on your own. If I crash on the couch, can I sleep in my clothes? 'Cause I spent the night dancing, I'm drunk, I suppose. If it looks like I'm laughing, I'm really just asking to leave. This alone, you're in time for the show. You're the one that I need, I'm the one that you loathe. You can watch me corrode like a beast in repose. 'Cause I love all the poison away with the boys in the band. Who have really been on a band that shows. So why don't you blow me? Work your spin by street. Give me a shot to remember. And you can take all the pain away from me. You're kissing, I won't surrender. The sharpest lies I pretend. Yes, to me. Let's burn all the empires. So
Guys, that was the sharpest live
We were
by
just
My
talking about
Chemical
how the
Romance.
song would be so good live.
Every time I like re-listen to the Black Parade or any song from there, I'm brought to tears thinking about like, oh, I could hear this live. Because imagine how surreal that would be.
No, it would actually be insane.
I know.
So our next band was essentially, we're going to talk about Metallica, but more specifically, because what I noticed about Metallica coming, I mean, they've been touring for a bit now, but like more, I remember looking at Metallica tickets and I was like, this is too much money. Like, and it reminded me of Eagles. When Eagles came to Toronto like a few years ago, my dad and I wanted to go so badly. And we like so badly. And we were checking tickets and they were like in the thousands. And we were like, we can't do it. And then after that tour, now they're in Vegas doing their residency. So now they're probably never going to tour again. And it like, or like just like tour anywhere else. Cause like once you do a residency at Vegas, like you make a lot of money from doing that. So there's no point in touring. And that's usually where artists go to like kind of if they like want to relax or
like
they don't
retiring-ish.
really, retiring kind of like, you know, mode or whatever. But like, oh, I regret it to this day. And I just like remembering like, this is why like when I see like kind of like older bands like coming back and touring, I always think I'm like, this might be the last time they're doing this before like a residency or something.
That was me when Guns N' Roses went on tour and I didn't go just because like me and my dad just like we couldn't.
Yeah.
But it's like that would have been so crazy to see with my dad. But now it's like hopefully. I mean, they're not in Vegas, but hopefully they'll come back.
But you wanted Metallica tickets, too.
I wanted Metallica tickets. Me and my dad are still looking. We are looking so hard for them, but the cheapest tickets that we can find are $300 for nosebleeds. Not your close to nosebleeds, front, center, nosebleed, whatever.
Listen, it's still row one. I have row one for Oasis. If anybody
You
asks.
don't have row one.
Yes, I do.
Okay, sure. I'll let you live in your delusions. But how are you going to pay $300 for, like, nosebleeds for, like, I love Metallica, but $300 is just too much. And if you want to get like a good, like $300 for nosebleed, like that's the cheapest that you can get.
Okay,
if it was $300 for floor, I would do it.
Yeah.
But for floor, it's like $1,500.
No, it's crazy.
It's too much.
But their stage is cool. I saw that how they.
Yeah. It's like a round thing, and then there's like a thing in the middle. Are they like performing in the middle too, or does it
like rotate? I don't remember.
I don't remember. It was a really like. It's like a donut, kind of.
Yeah, but essentially, like, I don't know. It sucks because, okay, listen, when I think of, like, band, like, ticket prices, I think of my king, Kurt Cobain, and how gobsmacked he would be by these ticket prices right now. He was shocked by the fact that some tickets were, like, $30 at the time.
Yeah,
like, if he looked now, like, ew, he would be so
He'd have
shocked.
a riot. He'd smash more guitars on stage, and he'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah, but, anyways, now we're going to get into some bands, two bands. We each picked one that we're recommending to each other. Mm-hmm. Do you want to go first?
Sure, I can go first.
Yeah, you go first.
So the band that I chose is called Archer O. I love them down. Love them down so much.
Cute.
And I'm happy that you didn't know them so I could talk about them. But yeah, the first album that I listened to by them was released in 2022, and it was actually they worked on that album for 6 years because they're a smaller band, right? Mm-hmm. So they didn't have a studio or anything like that, and they had an album before that, but this album was, I think, more personal to them. So they were also very like perfectionist with it, so every single year they had a different version of the album, but they were just like, no, it's not good enough to release yet, and then every single year, finally in 2022, they were like, okay, yeah, you know what, let's just release it. Mm-hmm. And so they did, and that's when like I not that year 2022, I think it was 2023 when I started listening to them, but I remember listening to that album and being like, whoa,
what is this?
Like I was sat in my seat, I was like, oh, like this is, I've never heard like it was interesting because it was so much of like, you know, the indie like surf and then indie rock. It was like a good mix of that, and I was like, okay, oh, cool. This is really interesting. But yeah, that was like what that album is about. And now they have another album and they're touring for it. It came out in February. You guys should listen to it. And do you know the band Make Out Reef?
No.
Really? Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought you would know.
Wait.
But they're touring with them. But like Make Out Reef, I'm
Maybe
pretty
if you
sure
play
is
a song for me, I might know, but I don't.
I'll play it for you after.
Yeah,
I'll play it for you after. But they're like, I'm pretty sure they're a bigger band than Archer O, and they're opening for them. So I just thought that was really funny. But okay, I would love to see them both live, but are they both coming to Toronto? No, they're not coming to Toronto, but they're going to Canada in Vancouver.
Oh.
Why is it Vancouver?
It's always Vancouver.
It's always Vancouver. What is in Vancouver that we don't have?
All right, I can't wait to hear the song.
It is so good. This one I was also like trying to figure out which one. I was between Rotary and this one. it took me a long time to figure it out. But this one is Sophomore City. Love it down, guys. It's so good. And listen to Rotary too if you have the chance. But yeah, let's play it. That was Sophomore City by Archer O. I hope you liked it. Did you like it?
I did like it.
Yay!
I actually really liked it a lot. I think it was really good.
I'm happy. It was a good rec.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn.
So, the band I picked is a band called Overpass. Love them. They are an indie rock band from Birmingham, and they've opened for artists like Inhaler, Love,
Whoa,
and
Love.
Two Door Cinema Club.
Wait, really? Oh yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I think I knew that.
And they recently released an EP, their second EP. It's called Dependent. And yeah, they're just really, really good. Like each song is like very, very catchy. And they're a young band. So I think it's really cool to see kind of like, I don't know, people in our generation try to like
I
kind
agree.
of just open like for like bands that, you know, like other generations like, and like do all these festivals and stuff. And like I'm really like looking forward to see like kind of how they progress over time.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited. I think they're really great. And
It is so fun when you find a band when they're like not as big and you watch
Yes.
them grow.
like
It's
I'm
so
hoping they only
nice.
have done like a few shows in like the UK and stuff. So hopefully when I go to exchange, because I'm hopefully going to London, I'll get to see them. But I don't know. I'm just really excited for like their career and stuff. So I'm excited to play. The song that I chose isn't from their EP. It's an older song, but regardless, check out the EP. It's so, so good. The song, yeah, that's that one. But yeah, highly recommend. Overpass is their name. Yeah.
Times in my mind's at play. All sense of brain seems to creep away. The ups and downs of yesterday are no longer in my sights. It's such a shame that you're still going. I'm in the dark and I'm still not knowing. Think I only got by on going. I know that you were the one. Speak to me, my sounds inside.
So that was Overpass. I hope you liked it. Check them out. They're EP dependent, out now.
The plug.
Of course, I have to. I have to plug these bands.
Period.
I think, well, we have 6 minutes left, but I just want to say, like, we put on our graphic, can bands be cool again? Mm-hmm. And I think the answer is pretty clear. Yes.
Duh.
Of course.
Duh.
Bands can be cool again, and they will be cool again.
And they are cool again.
They are. Like, I just think just the rise of them, I think the bands right now that are happening right now are just so, so good. And I love how they take like they have their own sound, but at the same time they take influences from other bands too, and like.
And I love when you can hear the influences of the older bands too.
And it just sounds so good. And it's also like their own thing. Like they're not copying anybody as well. Like
it's like such a mix of different genres, and then they make it into their own like personal style.
Like for example, when you were showing me Benches.
I knew you were gonna bring that up. They're so the Strokes coded.
The Strokes. When Natasha showed me Benches, the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, so this is the Strokes.
Yeah.
But like in the best way. Like this is like.
But it's their own thing.
Yeah. And it's so good. And it's like, if you're a Strokes fan, listen to Benches. If you're this fan, then listen to like whatever.
Exactly.
Like if you listen to Inhaler, listen to Overpass, because
you can like put them into the same category, but they're still so unique where they're not the exact same band.
Yeah, and you know that they're like kind of like similar in a sense where like the bands will like open for other artists and stuff. And I think for anyone who's kind of looking for new music or new bands and stuff, like I highly recommend, like if you're going to a show, like, and you really like that artist, listen to the opener, because the artist is the one that's also like has an input of who like the opener is gonna be.
And they're choosing that person for a reason. Like they think that sound would match with like their fans, right?
So listen to the opener, random. Check them out like after you hear them, and also you'll get a chance to hear them live before you even check out their music, which I think is a great way to listen to.
It's such a great way to discover music. That's how I discovered Fontaines, because they opened for Arctic.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know them before that. I think it was like summer 23. That's how I figured them out. But it's like, if you don't give a chance to, like, when people skip the opener, I get so sad, because it's like you have to give a chance to them.
Yeah.
Like you never know if they're going to be your new favorite band.
No, I agree. So I recommend doing that and like checking them out, because also like by the time you like see them, like if they're still opening for a bigger artist, they're probably either on just like their first album or like they just released a first album, or they have a couple of EPs out and stuff. So then you get to be there for like the beginning of like their like career and stuff, and you get to follow their journey. And I think as a fan, that's like really exciting to do.
It is, and it's like almost like kind of rewarding when you see a band that you love like get to a higher level, and it's like oh.
It's like, damn, like I remember when they were little,
when they were little, teeny tiny, no one knew them.
But yeah, that's crazy that you saw Fontaines from Arctic Monkeys.
Yes, yeah.
I remember seeing I know who Ben Stiller was because of like Inhaler, and then they opened for Fontaines after. But because I've seen Ben Stiller so many times at this point, I've seen them more times than like other like bands that I like have been fans of for like a while.
That's
because
crazy.
they just kept opening for other artists that I like listen to.
That's awesome though.
But it's so cool because I get to see how they've grown from like the beginning when they've opened for like a band before at like a smaller venue to now opening to bigger bands like Fontaines. Like that's
and
a
you also get
deal.
to see like their stage presence grow every single time.
100%. Yeah, and even like for bands like for example like Inhaler, when I first saw Inhaler, I saw them at Danforth Music Hall. Oh no, sorry, lies. I saw them at Phoenix Concert Theater. So even before then, in high school. And from watching them then to like now at History, like
that's
doing 2 nights at History back to back.
That's huge.
That's crazy. And that's like
huge.
they're on their like 3rd album now, and they have a whole new producer, and it's like Kid Harpoon who's like worked with Harry Styles and stuff. And like I just think like it's cool to see how bands grow, and I think bands, especially nowadays, like I think there's kind of like a rise and like coming back for like rock music and like indie rock music.
Yes, I'm so here for it.
And I'm here for it because as much as I love like you know kind of like non-instrumental music and stuff, and I respect it a lot, I think it's so amazing to see music come back with actual instruments being played, and especially for like live performances, it just makes it so much better.
It's so much better when it's live. Even when I was like, I think I mentioned it in an earlier episode, but seeing like Leve playing all her instruments in Danforth, it was just like, it was so emotional.
It's so emotional, and there's something about it. Like it's like
seeing like a person with their instrument, like seeing a musician with their instrument and feel it.
And it's just like
it can't be replaced. It can't be replaced.
It's irreplaceable.
It's irreplaceable.
And it's just like I don't know. It's something special, and I think everyone should at least experience it once. So if you haven't seen a band yet, check them out. Check out the bands that we mentioned. Check out the older bands that are making a comeback. You know, their tickets are probably on sale. Oasis probably sold out. Sorry,
an insane amount though. The legendary ones are for an insane amount.
But check out the ones that we mentioned. Overpass unfortunately isn't coming to Toronto yet.
Neither is Archer. Oh,
it's okay. But one day they will. So I hope you guys check out their music.
And I will be front row.
Yes, and you will see us. If you listen to them and you go to their shows, you will see us there. We have 20 seconds left, but check out next episode. We're doing a part 2. Our last episode is also about bands, and it's going to be a really fun one. It's more of an activity kind of challenge thing we're going to do.
It's going to be really cool.
But check out our Instagram to see it. Yeah. I'm so excited.
Me too.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.